Welcome back to the Overcomer podcast. I am your host, Jenicka Lopez. Thank you guys so much for choosing to be here to watch and listen to this episode. I'm super excited for today's guest. We have the one and only Jenicka Torres, as known as the legend CandyLover.
Hello.
Is it Candy? Is there a number or am I tripping?
Well, on socials, it has the 89.
Okay. I thought it was a trip. I'm like, Candy, I know there's some type of number and I know there's a 9. But okay, I want to know. I never even asked you. Where did you get CandyLover from?
So, being a tóxica.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like 16 when I came up with the name.
Okay.
And I wanted to see if my boyfriend was cheating, so I made a fake account because I don't like candy that much. And I was born in 94.
I can't.
I was like, I'm going to put 89 so it sounds mature at the time. And I
From
just
there?
kept it. I never thought the account would grow. And it just stayed. So I'm like,
I love that. Was
Karma.
he cheating? Did you ever find out?
no, we're still together 14 years later.
Oh,
I mean,
so it was Darren?
I hope. Yeah, it was there.
Darren. Wow. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god.
The Toxica life.
You still, and now that you're the CandyLover 89, you have to find another name.
I know. I'm going to have to make like another fake account and be like Chips Hater
Chips Hater
76. I don't know.
I can't. Well, I'm so excited. I appreciate you so much coming on. You had so many requests to come on the show, and I am excited because I don't know. We've always had these conversations, and we're like, we could talk about so many things. And the first time that I remember ever meeting you, and I was so excited, was my first brand trip to Benefit when we were in Keys West.
Fun.
It was. Shout out to Benefit because they're really great. I love that brand so much. But I loved the people that I went with. It was you, Jessa Elise, and a bunch of other creators and influencers. And I just love that you guys made me feel so welcome on that trip. And I was like, you know what?
I feel like as soon as like we met, like everybody clicked. And it felt like we had known each other forever.
Yes.
Like honestly.
Mm-hmm. Which is the beautiful thing about social media is like you get to see someone and then you get to see another side of them when you actually meet them. And I love that. And then we just related so much, like obviously like hate comments about our weight and like we would crack jokes here and there or whatever. And it's like, but it's the reality of the situation. You know, you've been in this industry, you do lives almost every day. You have your business as well, which by the way, love the choice, the color today. So pretty.
So I'm not even going to lie. The reason I'm wearing this one is because I had my eyebrows microbladed.
She's like, I need something to cover it up.
100%.
Dude, and I used to, when I had my bangs, because now I'm growing them out, they were a little annoying. But I would cover my eyebrows too. I'm like, I don't have to do them like perfect today. But yeah, I get it.
No one needs to see them peeling right now.
Okay, which I feel like is one of the things you get the most hate on is about you wearing wigs all the time.
All the time. They're like, you have hair. Your natural hair is beautiful. And I'm like, I know. But at the same time, I'm the only one promoting my business. Like, I don't have a PR list.
It works that way too.
Exactly. I wear my products, and when I go to events, you know, I promote my shop, and my entire family works with me. So it's like if I don't promote the business isn't going to keep growing.
Sure.
So, and I love them. They're so easy, and I'm always late for things.
I'm always leaving. I know, because you always change. I think it's so cool, and you're so unique and so detailed about every little thing that you do. Have you always been like that, like creative and stuff? Yeah.
Always. Like I used to like jigsaw puzzles and coloring books.
Oh
like,
my god.
I love all that stuff.
I
like,
do too.
Just
I love like do you like doing escape rooms and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Things that keep my mind going.
Yes, for sure. I don't know about the whole DIY. Like I wouldn't make a dress for myself, but you know, I love the stuff they do. Okay. Okay. I want to know about how you grew up because you are Puerto Rican. But you live out here. What was your relationship like with your family and stuff?
It's a small family.
Okay.
My parents got divorced when I was like 1. Yeah. So that like never really affected me. I feel like I got 2 families. So I have like my dad and, you know, his wife who I love so much. He has other kids too that unfortunately they live in other states. So we're not as close as I wish we could be, but I love them very much.
Oh.
My mom's always been like my number one. Love you, Dad, but Mom is my number one. Mm-hmm. You have favorites, fine, but I love them both. Yeah. But Mom has always been there for me, like just through everything. Talk about like coloring books. I didn't really grow up with like a lot of money and stuff, so we just did what we could to get by. My mom was working like 3 jobs at the time, And like I always remember this one Christmas, and I'll never forget that Christmas. And every time like things are going really well or things are going really bad, I always think of that day where my mom had no money to get me a gift. And she went to the dollar store, and you know, like the dollar stores that are never just $1. She went in there and she saw this coloring book, and it was $3. And she had to like ask like for help for that just to get me something for Christmas.
And you were there.
And she was so embarrassed. And I loved it. It was like my favorite coloring book. And I remember I finished the entire coloring book, and then I gave it back to her, and I was like, it's all painted. I like finished it.
You didn't like let it go to waste or nothing either.
I loved it. And like to her, like I always saw her struggle and how she was always trying to provide for me. And
Beautiful.
I always appreciated anything she like gave me. So that's how I am now too. And if I ever have kids, that's how I'm going to be too. Like I want them to just appreciate little things. Like those $3 meant the world to her, and it meant the world to me.
Yeah. And now it's different. And now you get to pay her back with like she works in your business?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember when I told her, I was like, Mom, you get to quit that job.
Oh.
You get to quit that job. You're still going to have to help me for a little bit.
Yeah.
But
But you don't gotta, you gotta put up with me now.
she was driving like 3 hours just there and then back.
Wow.
Every day. So I was like, no, now we're 15 minutes away.
That's
you know?
beautiful. Where did you live? When did you come from Puerto Rico? Were you born in Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I lived there till I was 11.
Okay. Oh, wow. So you had lived a pretty good amount of your life there.
Literally all elementary school, and then I would visit every summer too. So it's like I was on just both sides.
What made you guys move?
Work. So my mom, since she was working like the 3 jobs over there, she found one out here, and my stepdad's family was already here. So we were like
in LA?
In Temecula, Riverside.
Okay.
So my mom was like, we're just going to have to move. And I hated it at first.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you're little, you have friends and stuff like that. And it's a big change. I didn't know English. So it was tough. But
how'd you learn?
music and movies. And I forced myself because I was like, I don't want to like show up somewhere and just not be able to like fend for myself.
Right.
So I listened to music for the pronunciation of it so that I could be like on beat. And then for movies, so I would watch them in Spanish with English subtitles, and then in English with Spanish subtitles, and then in English with English subtitles, so I could see how everything was.
She became her own Rosetta Stone.
100%.
Was it hard in school and stuff though?
Yeah.
Because you had to go to like the ESL, right?
And then my Spanish accent is different.
Yes.
So
So
there's
heavier. Yeah. Oh my God.
We did it.
I love it. That's good. You're self-taught. You've taught everything basically.
But now even in my lives, I still do it because I know how hard it was for me to try to understand just one language. So I translate everything in my videos.
I know. You do it so naturally and so perfectly. I'm like, my brain can't process like that. I'm like, you do it so fast, which is obviously good. Did your love for music come from that though? Like learning the language?
No. So I've been singing since I was like 4.
Oh.
I've always loved.
I want to know. Tell me all about it.
I freaking love it. Like my grandma used to take me to church, and she would sing at church and stuff.
Oh.
And I love music. I love it.
I love that for you. Is there any
like,
specific, like you just love like the sound, you loved the singing, you loved everything about it?
So that's something like people ask me all the time, like what genre? And I'm like, I like all of it. Like what I love is just music itself. English, Spanish. Like I have like Indian music in my phone, Korean music in my phone. I like it. And I like just hearing the different things that people can do with it too.
Yeah, for sure.
So like with my music, it's a little English sometimes, a little Spanish, but what I really love singing country.
Ooh,
I love country music and like ballads. Like my personal preference is just give me a chair, give me a mic, and let's just
vibe.
Yeah.
And do it. I love
But here I am doing reggaeton thinking I can dance.
Do you get hate about that too?
100%.
Everything there's always
Anything I do.
anything.
Grass. We talked about
The grass. She said that she got hate because she spray painted something on the grass, and then everyone was mad about the grass. But it's like, y'all ain't paying for the grass.
Right. I'm like, can I ever like, what if I wanted to do like landscaping? I'm like I can't touch the grass.
No, yeah.
So no, yeah.
Either way, we're learning to be happy doing things for ourselves, and you know, whatever. But we'll get into that in a little bit. I want to know, okay, when did you decide that you wanted to be just an artist? Because it's obviously, look, you're an influencer, business owner, and an artist. What's in the line, like, what's most important to you?
Honestly, stability is my most important right now. No matter what I'm doing, as long as my family's fed, bills are getting paid, that's like the number one. but I love to sing. I genuinely love to sing. Like I can sing without a wig on. So it's, you know, like
it's fun for you. Like, is it healing?
It
too?
is.
Yeah.
It is, especially when you're just in a mood and you know, you want to sing something really happy or you want to sing something that you're relating to at the time and it's really sad and you kind of let those feelings go. Like I love that.
Yeah.
But it's hard. I feel like when I was little, I always told my mom, one day you're going to see me on TV. Like I'm going to be like on Disney Channel one day. Like I always liked all that stuff like theater and acting and just to me that was so like crazy. And I never thought I would make it as a singer, so I never actually like pursued it. I just did it for myself. Like I'd sing in the bathroom. I'd do like competitions, like local competitions. Like I did Riverside Sings 3 years in a row.
No.
And like I loved it. But when I started doing lives and I started the business and everything, I kind of just kept it to the side. But I would do like my makeup lives and I'd always sing this song to my mom just to mess around. And I'd be like, Mohamed Huevo for the beauty blender. And everybody was like, you hit the notes, like
like you did.
Sing, and I'm like, I wish, and they're like, do it. We'll support you. We'll, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'll come out with a song, and I came out with a song. That song made it to #1 on iTunes, and I was like,
okay, Slay.
I'm like, is this happening? Is this dream coming true?
Yeah.
And even though I still get like some hate from music because I get another influencer trying to sing, another influencer that thinks she can do music,
but I feel like I've been singing for a while.
Longer. Exactly.
Yeah.
Literally, I did choir. I did, like I said, the Riverside Sings competitions. That was before I even had social media.
Yeah, because I remember when we were in Florida and they played your song, and that was like 2020, 2019, something like that.
Years ago.
And even then, you still had stuff before that. So it's like, it's not just another influencer. It's like, I think it's another artist being an influencer type thing. You know what I mean? Which you do both amazingly.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? We're going to go on a quick break and we'll be right back with CandyLover. All right, you guys, welcome back. Okay, so what is the thing that you get the most hate on? What part of your life?
Everything.
Everything.
But mostly my looks. Definitely appearance. Nothing I can do right. If I'm wearing makeup, I'm too fake.
For me. I agree.
I'm too fake. If I'm not wearing makeup, you look sick. You're wrinkly, you're this, you're that, you're under eye bags. If I wear a wig, you're too fake. You have natural hair, wear your own hair. Natural is better. If I take my wig off, you have a big forehead. Your hair doesn't have volume. And then
the receding hairline, do you get that
100%.
I get that one all the time.
I've had it since I was like 12, bro. Like before the wigs.
What am I supposed to do?
Like I can't
pay for my surgery. Pay for the hairline transplant. Please,
that was scary though. That was
I know. I've seen it. I've seen people where they poke holes or whatever, and I'm like, you're that mad about my hairline.
100%. That was scary. And then they go down. The teeth are too white. The teeth are too big. But I've explained, and the thing is, like on social media, I'm very honest.
Yeah.
I always say, like, if I put everything out there, people can't use it against me. But they still kind of do. Yeah. Even though I'm open about it. Like my teeth. I had a really big gap when I was a little girl. Like you could fit straws like through my gap.
Okay.
And I had braces. Then I had Invisalign. But they separate. Hey, yo, sweetheart. They separate so fast that in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear that. This is with the veneers and they still separate. And I had to have them big so that it would kind of cover that space. And I still have to wear retainers and they had to be big for that reason, you know?
Yeah.
And it sucks. And people are just like, they're so wide, like it looks like piano keys. And I'm just like, dang, like
I didn't even see it like
people
that.
People are really bad at like someone just smiling.
Yeah.
Because in reality, they're criticizing me because I'm smiling. And it's sad. So it goes from like the forehead to the hair to the face to the teeth and then the weight. One of my biggest struggles, like I was bullied when I was young, thinking that I was so big. And I look at my pictures now and I'm like, I really wasn't. But people just put that in your head and create so many insecurities. I had lipo twice. And I was like, yeah, that's all I need. I just need lipo. And I realized that it wasn't even that what I needed. I was stress eating. I was battling an eating disorder.
Yeah.
My binge eating was like to the max. I gained 40 pounds in a month. In 1 month, just from stress eating and binge eating. And then I started losing weight naturally. and people are still mad. When I'm big, I get bullied. When I lose weight, I get bullied. If I get surgery, I get bullied. If I do it naturally, it's like, I feel like with social media, you just don't win anymore.
No, and that's the bad and good part, because this is what it kills the passion. You know what I mean? Like, you have a passion to sing and to inspire people and to influence them. And then it's like, do I even want to do this anymore?
You have to mentally prepare yourself before you get on that camera.
All the time.
But now I feel like it got worse. Like, I don't know if you follow Chris Olsen.
Yes. I saw clips of what he's
my
going
heart.
through. Yeah.
My heart, because that's exactly what like a lot of us are feeling. It's like we really just come on to entertain and to make people's days sometimes, just make them smile. And we get all this hate for no reason. Like, we don't like go on, on a camera to make anyone feel bad or to insult anybody.
Or to make ourselves look bad.
No. And I feel like now people are just casually just mean, and it's normalized to just be
when
mean.
You thought it would be like a little bit better, like I felt like it got a little bit better after COVID. People started, mental health started being more talked about, which was beautiful. Like, going to the gym for healthier reasons, for yourself. And then it just like keeps going down and down and down. And everyone hates you for everything. And I feel like the cancel culture now is so toxic. Like, you will get canceled for absolutely any little thing. And it's like, I shouldn't have to be scared or worried about anything, like, or questioning what I'm doing because of the fear of getting canceled. And it's like, but then I get the fear of getting canceled because also this is everybody's livelihood.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's like the pressure of literally having to be perfect. And it's like, it's not even that. I don't know. Like, it's like, I want to be natural. I want to be organic. I want to give you what I have, but at the cost of also like my mental health.
Exactly. Yesterday I went live and I had a full-on mental breakdown. Like, I had a panic attack, started crying on live, and people are like, well, why don't you turn it off? And I'm like, because honestly, this is a side of me that people should see.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect. Do you think like all the celebrities that you see like on the big screens, they've never had a panic attack? They've never cried. They'd never go through like just normal struggles. Like, yesterday I had a panic attack over something so stupid, but it's one of those things like when a lot of things build up and that one
it
little
was like
thing
the cherry on the top.
It just sets you off. It happens to a lot of us. And I don't want people to look up to me and think that I don't go through those things.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that makes them feel worse. Like, oh, Candy, I want to be like you. I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect at all. I have like ups and I have my major downs. Like I show like the messes in my house. I get hated on it. And it's like, look in the mirror. Exactly. Nobody's perfect. You want to talk about my stretch marks? I'm sure you have some. They're beautiful because we all have them. And we're women. We're growing. We're getting older. We're all going to wrinkle. We're all, we're going to have gray hairs. We have razor bumps sometimes. Like, it's freaking life. And it's so easy for people to just be like, well, you have this or you don't have this. Well, that's ugly. But it's like, how would you feel if someone said that to you and not just once? Because you're saying it to me one time. That's not the only time I'm reading it in that day. Because from that one, I get probably 1,000 messages that are the same. So
how do you navigate it then? You personally, like, what do you do?
Right now I'm going to therapy. I am, to kind of like learn how to deal with it. Because I was just always raised. My mom raised me so well. Like, my mom did such a good job. Like, she made me into like the kind of person that I would never just go on social media and criticize somebody for how they look or what they do. If I don't like something, I just keep scrolling. My mom always taught me, like, do not hurt anyone's feelings. Like, you don't know what they're going through. Like, you're going out of your way to hurt that person. And they might not read it, but they might. Yeah. My mom sees the comments that people leave me, and it's horrible. Like, she's always calling me and she's like, are you okay? Like, I saw this. And I'm like, I didn't see that yet.
What are you doing?
But like, it sucks. Like, for my family to get messages like, you should have aborted her. Like,
you're lying.
They've told my mom that she should have aborted me. Multiple times.
See, that's where I don't get it. Like, I do not understand what, like, donde se nace, like, esas cosas. Like, where does the hate, where does the evil come from? Like, what are you doing? It doesn't process through your head, like, what you're typing or what you're saying or how you're coming off.
And then people will be like, well, you just have to ignore it. But I feel like when you ignore things, there's never a consequence. So it's just going to keep happening.
And I feel like for me, ignoring it and reserving my like peace, my peace of mind, it's like, it's gonna be fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's the choice of addressing the consequences and then keeping your peace of mind and just staying quiet. And
That was my biggest problem.
really,
When I ignored it and I kept it all in,
because I feel like
it was bad.
for me personally, if I were to like say something or address every little thing, it's like, I'm never like, yeah, I'm never gonna win, and it's never gonna end. Like, it's always going to be something.
But see, what I do is I respond in a way to try to educate anyone else that might have that same thought of saying something. So like, I'll explain, like if someone's talking about my teeth, oh, they're too wide, they're this, like, you're disgusting. I'll literally just say, hey, this is what happened. This is why they're that big. I'm sorry that, they're not aesthetically pleasing to you, but it's something that had to get done. And then some people will read that response and they're like, wow, I didn't know that. Like, I apologize for ever talking about it. Like, I've had people apologize and retract what they've said because they didn't realize the reason. People like to talk,
Judge without knowing
that there's reasons for certain stuff. So I just try to educate them with kindness. I never just go off like, used to.
Yeah.
I try to just
in the back of your head, you watch
100%. I'm like, someone responds to this person. Like, just kidding.
I know. And I have to like bite my tongue and hold my fingers like just so that I don't, because it's just, you know what? And I feel like for me, it's a little bit more complicated because it's not just me that I have to worry about. It's my family. Mm-hmm. And it goes back on, my mom and all this stuff. And I'm just like I can't ever just be myself at the cost of everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just so frustrating. It's like, you will never win. And it's like, and again, this is to not say that we're not grateful or nothing for where we're at, but it's like, it comes with the price.
But we also go through a lot of struggles.
Yes.
Everybody goes through struggles, and everybody like feels different. Mm-hmm. Something that might not affect you can completely tear me down, because that's just a mental thing. Like, you see celebrities that honestly take their lives.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
You would think they're like the happiest and they have all this stuff, but you never know what someone's really going through on the inside. Mm-hmm. And you can't control it sometimes. Like, I've been through days where I just start crying and I'm like, I don't know why I'm crying. Like, it's just happening. People forget that we're all human.
Yeah.
We're all human. We all go through things, and everybody gets affected differently. Like, I see my mom and I relate so much to her now. Like, before I'd be like, why is she so upset? Like, we're okay.
Yeah.
But now that I have also a responsibility for my own, like, my whole family depends on me. They all depend on, like, whether if I don't post a video this day and I don't advertise and we don't make sales, their paychecks, like, I have to always put them first. And even if I'm not having a good day, I have to work.
Is it a lot though?
It's so much.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Like, I was venting yesterday that I feel like I have to schedule my showers. I have to schedule my meals. I have to literally figure out, when can I leave here so that I can do this? And, there's nights where we have to pull all-nighters and work on, like the business sides of things that people don't see. Because people only see what I show them on social media, which is like, yeah, I made a cute outfit. Oh, we're going to do a makeup tutorial. Get ready with me for my shows. But there's so much work that comes into getting all that stuff ready.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, just even ordering the inventory, dealing with, suppliers, manufacturers,
the financing, all the stuff behind
everything. My team, like, now that we're doing shows, like, I have to make sure that we have like all the flights and everything. People are like, well, give us free tickets. I'm like, girl,
I know.
We have to pay for all this travel, the equipment. It's hard. And then people are like, well, you're making all this money. I'm like, first of all, no one knows my finances. But at the same time, no one knows my expenses.
Yeah.
My expenses are insane.
It's a risk.
Payroll, rent, because we have a warehouse now. The rent, the bills, like, it's a lot. But people are just like, oh, you just make cute videos. That's all you do. I'm like, that's not even
just what I do.
That's not even.
And you're not the only one either.
There's a lot of us.
And I feel like it gets made fun of or picked at because,
it's not a job.
Yeah, it is a job.
And when you have a physical business, I'm doing my 9 to 5 and then I'm doing everything else. So it's like, I don't even know what the timeline is for me anymore. Cause there's Thanksgiving, I'm at the warehouse. Well, everyone's with their families. I'm at the warehouse because I have to get everything ready for Black Friday.
But that's where you gotta set the boundaries too for your personal life. Because I've seen you like when we first started filming, I'm like, if you're not on live, you're traveling somewhere. You know what I mean? And obviously, travel takes a lot of energy and a whole day of your life. You know what I mean?
The
And then the business,
and
the everything. So it's like, when are you gonna take care of yourself?
I'm still finding out. I'm still trying to figure it out.
You gotta take a break. Is it because
I'm gonna cry? I can't. There's no breaks because everyone's depending on me, and if I stop, everything around me stops.
I know, but there has to be some type of like, you need to take care of here, because if not, you're gonna explode.
I've been exploding.
I know.
A few times.
And I think it's important. Like, obviously, and then you're engaged, right? Or no?
Which one's Darren?
Darren, no. But I'm just, sorry. Because I saw the ring and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have assumed. But you know.
It's a long, long promise ring.
No, but you know what I mean? It's like, when is the time for that? When is the time for you to, like, maybe he's waiting on you too? Or no, maybe Darren, never mind. Let me not get into
spill the tea. I'm gonna spill it. So he was gonna propose to me, and it got ruined.
How?
I was nominated, and it was the first. So I had won the 2 years before that, but it ended up being online because of COVID. Mm-hmm. So they were finally gonna do it in person, and I guess he contacted the entire team because he wanted to propose to me at the award show, and it got canceled. Like after he had everything planned.
He told you though?
He was pissed. We were literally driving in the car and he was like, I'm just going to tell you. And he was like, I was going to propose and they ruined it. Everything's ruined.
Oh my.
And then we go to Vegas because I did win the award. I was very happy.
Okay.
So we went to Vegas to celebrate. But I was upset that it wasn't it was just a list. So of the winners, which I was like, I never got to go on stage. Mm-hmm. It's fine. I never got to give like my little speech. But it's fine. We still went to celebrate to Vegas. I get drunk. Mm-hmm. And I don't drink. So like, it's like rare for me to drink. So when I do, like, you give me like a little bit of just Sprite and I'll be drunk. Like,
oh my God. Uh-huh.
I was hammered. And my best friend's like, you didn't get to experience the award and you didn't get proposed to. And I was like, ah! Like she punched me in the face. But I feel like now he's trying to set up this like big thing. And I'm like, we've been together for 14 years.
Yeah.
Just, are you proposing to me or are you proposing to my followers? You know, like he has built this like pressure inside of him that if he doesn't do it a certain way, people are going to like be mad at him. And then.
But you see, no one should be going through that. That's totally separate.
It is so sad because I know he's so excited and he torments me about where the ring is. I know where the ring is.
You do?
I do.
Have you seen it?
I have not. I have not because it has like a long passcode. I don't know how to get it. It's like it's in our safe.
Okay.
We have a safe, and it's in there. I don't know how to get into it, but I know it's in there. And it, like every time I like walk by this stuff, I'm like, oh my God. And he's excited about it, but he feels so much pressure.
How long ago was this?
This was 2022.
Okay, Darren. It's been 2 years. Chop it up. No, but I think
I'm like, it's fine. But now I'm just kind of like, take your time because of that. I'm like, don't even worry about the social media. Like, if you want to record it, great. If you don't want to record it, great. Yeah. Like, I feel like our relationship has been for so long that it already proves that, hey, we've been through it. We've been together.
It's just a title at this point.
Yeah. And people come for him hard. Yeah. They're like, oh, he doesn't do anything. He just lives off of her. I'm like, he's been there. From when I was in high school. We were
before you guys.
He was the one working and I was going to school and he went to work, picked me up from school, dropped me off. He was giving me money because I wasn't working at the time. Wow. So like he was taking care of me. And then when he was truck driving, he was the one like driving like across the state and then would come back for 4 days. So I would only see him 4 days a month and he would come help me at the shop.
Oh my God.
It's like he's been there like through thick and thin. Like people don't see that. He was there when I didn't have anything. and he's still here. And people are like, oh, well, now you're traveling and now you're losing weight. It's just a matter of time before you leave him. And I'm like,
Absolutely not.
I'm like, what?
Like, why would people assume that?
And he's always like, whether you're chunky or you're not chunky, he grabs me the same way. The same way. I'm still bouncy because I'm Puerto Rican. At the end of the day, the booty not going nowhere.
Loves it.
He loves it.
Yeah. And that's your business.
He's seen me out my biggest, out my smallest, and he's been in it. It's fine, literally.
I'm so dead. No, but it's true. Why are you so concerned about that?
Yeah, well, he's never in your videos. I'm like for like 2 hours a day.
Yeah.
Where's the other 22 hours? I'm like, they'll be like, well, where is he? I'm like, he's snoring right next to me. He's right there just, and I put up with the snores. We put up with each other and we communicate. The biggest thing I want to say for like someone that's traveling and doing social media and stuff like that is to communicate. If there's something that he's not comfortable with, please let me know and we make it work.
Vice versa.
100%.
We're going to go on a quick break and we'll be right back with CandyLover. All right, you guys, welcome back. You need a vacation.
He doesn't fly.
He doesn't fly? Okay, I get that. Is he scared?
Yeah.
Okay.
So whenever I travel, I go with my best friend. And that's why people are like, oh, she just leaves him behind. I'm like, it's not me.
No,
it's not my choice. He's not comfortable. He's scared of it.
Everyone has their own thing.
100%. It's okay.
Okay, a staycation.
A staycation.
You need
We go to Vegas. We drive.
You need to get away and not go live for just a weekend, maybe. Just one weekend. I know. But it's like you got to give your
algorithm.
time to reach.
The algorithm's ready for that.
That is so traumatizing. But it's like, I truly believe that in your mental peace, mental health, everything, you need to take a break. I feel like you've been at it
I have.
for a long time.
Yeah, since 2016.
Exactly.
When I started.
But even before that, you saw your mom struggle. You saw everything that she went through. So you take it and you're just like, I got to do it. I got to do it so that you can protect her, And I don't think nothing's going to happen in one weekend.
It's terrifying.
I know. But just take it. You don't have to, but just take it as a little,
of course.
Like just recharge, refocus, receive, you know what I mean? Like
I do wish I could go back to like how it started. Like where that passion was really not having to worry about, oh my God, today I'm going to get hated on this and people are going to not like this. Before I used to just sit, do makeup and just hang out with the girls. And I miss when social media was just, you just go on and it's like your family and it's your friends are just watch. It's like a long distance FaceTime with your girls. Yeah. I miss that. And people don't support that anymore. I feel like even like makeup artists that are like so talented, I'm like, wow, they don't get the recognition that they deserve for that talent. Now you have to like see what clickbait can I use so that people will click on this video and actually watch it. What drama can I start? And it's like,
people lose sight of the important things.
Yeah. They only want to see like, oh, well, what happened to her? Why is she doing this? What happened?
Did you hear this? Did you see what they said about this? Yeah.
You remember the tutorials where it was just music and people would just do their makeup?
Yeah.
And it would just
be the quick transition.
100%.
Cute. Like, that was easy. I didn't have to talk to the camera. I'd wait look cute, leave the house, take my pictures.
I miss those.
Yes.
Now I do my makeup like, let me tell you about.
And then you run out of stories. It's kind of
I don't got drama. Like, it just, I ate Burger King today. I'm putting eyeliner on.
What did you go through today?
They didn't give me the receipt. Like
oh my gosh. I know. And that's how you go live every day. I don't know how you do that. TikTok banned me from live, so I can't. So, I'm, it's a blessing because God knows.
For what?
I don't know. Like, they just, like sometimes people report you, and I feel like so many people hate me that they reported me and I got banned. So I was never able. And then I made another account to be able to go live. Never again. I'm like, I'm going to take this as a sign from God. I do not need to be live. No. And it's totally fine. Like, I'm good with it. Don't need to do it. Don't, and it's helped me.
People are messed up. Like,
they are. It's like, whatever. You know what? We live and we learn. The process, I love what I do. I'm doing what I'm allowing you guys to see. Entering my space as much as I want you guys to. And that's it. I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to move on. You're gorgeous. You are thriving. I know that maybe right now you don't feel it. But I think that, you know, your happiness is more important than what you're putting yourself through.
I know. I need to find balance. That's been the hardest thing. But
It's hard.
The good thing is I do recognize the problem. It's just
It's not a problem. Let's not put it in there.
and I'm grateful for the problem. It's a good problem to have. You know, it's a lot of like so many like opportunities that I never thought I would get. Like Premios Juventud, when they said you're presenting. I was like what?
How was it was rewarding for you?
It was
more.
I was a mess that whole trip. But in a good way.
Because
like I'm not always like a negative mess. Like yes, I have my really downs, but sometimes I'm just an emotional person and I'll cry out of happiness because I'm so excited. And you know, they asked me to be one of the live stream hosts, and I was like, heck yeah, like I'm there. Like what do I need to do? Like great. And then when I was there, they surprised me and they were like, you're actually gonna be presenting on stage.
Wow.
And like everything hit to where like I haven't touched the stage yet, and I've won awards and I've done this and I haven't touched a stage. And they were like, yeah, you're presenting on stage and I basically like.
It was in Puerto Rico.
It was in Puerto Rico. And then when they opened the envelope and I'm like, Anita en Peso Pluma. I was like, Anita's about to walk. And I'm like, and inside and you know, like even before going on, like on the live show itself, there's a commercial break.
Right.
And I have no idea if like the other presenters, like if they were like vibing and dancing with the crowd. But as soon as I walked out and they were like, we're on commercial, like just chill, like you're fine. I was like twerking and like on the floor dancing and saying hi to like the people that were there because I was so excited. And then as soon as they were like, okay, live and through, I was like,
yeah, like, serious.
100%. No one saw nothing. But like it was such a great experience.
Oh, I love that. I saw it. You looked beautiful, gorgeous. And I'm sure, like I said, it was rewarding because, like, it's a different thing from getting invited. You walk the red carpet, they sit you somewhere, kind of, you know, and it's great. It's a wonderful opportunity. But then to be presenting, I think it just opens so many doors, and you have such, like, and you bring a lot of entertainment. You know what I mean? You know how to light up a room. You know how to talk to people. You know how to keep it going. And I feel like it's going to take you so much more farther.
And even just like the fact that I'm doing music too, I'm like, I'm one step closer. Like I feel like the right doors are opening.
Exactly.
Like all the hard work, all the tears, all of this,
out.
It's paying off.
It's going to get easier.
100. I think so too.
You know what I mean?
Eventually, like one of them is going to take off to the point where I can still do the other just out of passion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because right now, like music's not making money. Like it's not paying my bills whatsoever. Anything. It's taking. It's expensive. Because I'm doing it by myself too. Like I don't have like like a big old label that's like putting all this. No, I'm doing everything myself out of pocket. And sometimes I'm like I should just quit. But then I get these opportunities, and like I've had artists reach out and just say, "Oh my God, like I've been seeing you, keep up the good work," and I'm just like. Dang,
like they're seeing, you're being recognized, when you feel like you're not.
Like I talked to Weesing, and Weesing was like, I see you. Aww. Like you have talent, you're doing so well, and just know I'm here, whatever you need. And I was like, love Weesing.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy, like people that I've always looked up to, and now I'm in the same room as them.
Yeah.
But that's also like how you're saying that I have this personality that I like to entertain, and I think it's because sometimes when I would walk into a room, I felt completely invisible. I felt like absolutely no one. So when I walk into a room now, I want for everyone that's in that room to feel like they're being seen and they're being noticed. And like at the mall and stuff, like I've seen other influencers that people will ask them to take a picture, and they're just like, yeah, like whatever. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Like, you want another one? Like, how are you? Like, what's your name? Like, I
always compliment something about them too. Yeah.
Always. Like, I want them to feel
welcome.
Yes. I'm like, I want you to feel good.
Like, recognize, like, you see me, I see you.
And I want to be able, like, if I made your day, that makes my day.
Yes.
Like, I don't ever want someone to, like, leave, like, either somewhere that I'm at or something and be like, oh, Candy was, like, blah. Like she was dry, she was mean, or she was never. No, I want everyone to feel just good, because I know what it feels like to be somewhere and just feeling like you're just
That's beautiful.
there.
And that's what they remember you by, honestly. Those little very detailed moments, like they remember. It kind of just sets the tone. It's like, oh, wow, like they probably thought you were some type of way, you know? And then it's like, no.
And I'm super nice.
I'm super
I'm so nice.
I was going to ask you, how long have you had the shop open then? Because
So
has it been just wigs?
No, so
Okay.
it started with phone cases. So I started when I was 16 at the swap meet making phone cases by hand. Oh, wow. So from the...
Oh, my God.
Yeah, like the
Your
3D,
little creative juices flowing.
I was 16, swap meet every Saturday, Sunday, because I was still in school and my mom was working,
Right.
so we could only do it on the weekends. And from there, I started making them for influencers, like makeup influencers, and I would do them custom with like people's pictures and their names, and they were so cute.
Aww.
I love my phone cases. And I started going to like the makeup events.
Okay.
And I was like, this is so fun. Like, this is so cool. Like, these people are so cool. And I remember Patrick Starr was the first person that ever said, you're creative. Why don't you do what you're doing to the phone cases, but do it on your face?
Really?
Yeah. Like, Patrick Starr really pushed me like a step further into thinking I could be more than just the phone cases.
And that is like one of like the perfect examples, because he's so creative. He's nice. And like, I would take advice from him. Wow.
And I made him phone cases for years, and he just invited me to Miss USA with like
Beautiful.
insane. And yeah, I started making phone cases for the influencers, and then started posting them online, social media. My page started growing like crazy just from the phone cases. And then I turned 18, and I was like, Mom, I'm going to go to college for a semester. But then I think I'm going to take a break because I want to open a shop.
Okay.
And I was 18. So I did the semester, and I was like, see, my business, the way that I'm doing business is not the way they're teaching it in there. And they're saying that I'm wrong. So I was like, I'm going to prove them wrong. And my mom was terrified. I'm her only kid. Like, my dad has other kids, but I'm her only kid. So she was like, you're leaving college? Like, okay. And I was like, I promise. I'm dedicated. Like, I'm going to do this. And at 18, I opened my first store in Riverside, little 1,000 square foot shop. I started selling clothing. I was like, I'm not just going to have phone cases because I have to make them by hand, and it takes a lot of time. So I'm going to have clothing. I'm going to have wigs. I'm going to put the phone cases in there and jewelry, just anything from head to toe. And I had the shop for 3 years. I was doing okay. Then some safety things happened and I had to close, unfortunately. But it did well, and I stayed online, and I got depressed. I'm telling you, I'm an emotional wreck. I'm just a mess. It's fine.
Normal human thing.
It's
Normal
just
human thing.
life. But I got really depressed being at home making the everything and never going anywhere. So I was just like, dang, like I'm literally at home all day, every day. I'm not doing anything.
Right.
So I started going live, and nobody would watch. It was just my mom watching. And my makeup was atrocious. Like, I don't know who was watching me back then. I don't know what camera to look at, but whoever was watching me back then was a liar because my makeup was not okay.
I know. Do you go back to
Oh my
pictures? You're like,
God.
have you seen the trend, the eyebrow blindness or
I
whatever?
had it. I had it like times 100.
I did too.
Me with my things right now covering them.
We still have the blindness, right? We're figuring it out. No, but it's like, yeah. I don't ever want to see those pictures
No.
again.
And they were like, oh my God, you're so good. I'm like, yes, I can conquer the world of makeups.
Oh
Absolutely
There
not.
was this time where I was looking at my makeup like 2020 and I'm like, I cannot believe I got invited to this event because of this glam. I'm like, no, there's no way.
And then they would compliment you and you were just like, it's killing it. And then
You guys are liars. But you know
the
what?
flashback.
Yes, no, traumatizing. But anyways, you were saying that your mom would watch you, whatever, in your makeup and all
Yeah.
that.
And the people watching lied and said it was
Yeah,
so
yeah,
good.
yeah.
But it kept growing. But honestly, I don't think people watch me for the makeup. I don't think they watch because I do so many different things on live. I think they genuinely just watch me because I'm just a normal person.
Yeah. Creative.
Uh-huh.
Doing different
Yeah.
things.
I like to do different things. And I like to just play and be creative and have fun. I just have fun. And even if I mess up, like I'll be like, oh, that sucks. But then I'll find a way to fix it.
Yeah.
So I go live and I'm just like, what are you guys doing? Like my
Yeah,
day was bad today. And then the next day I'm like, what up? Like I'm
It's just a piece of
a
your
little
day.
loquita.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
okay.
Oh my gosh. So okay, so your mom and everybody works in the shop, right?
Yes.
Girl,
My mom, my stepdad, my aunts, my cousins.
you're taking care of
I'm
everybody.
taking care of everybody.
Wow. And obviously, because it's your own business, you got to promote it and all that stuff.
Well, it went from that 1,000 square foot store. Now we have an 11,000 square foot
go off
warehouse.
You got to do it.
So I'm like, the responsibilities back then.
Yeah.
But now.
Bigger now.
It's a lot.
But you know
before
what?
It was just me. Before I could take breaks. I could take breaks because it was the only person that it affected was me.
Now it's everybody else. But you know what? Bigger blessings. And it might get bigger, but you're going to get a bigger blessing with it. 1,000%. It's going to get bigger. We're going to put that out there, you know?
We're trying.
Everything's going to get bigger. The career, every little aspect is going to get bigger, and it's just going to be bigger blessings. God is just preparing you right now for it.
I think what I really want people to see is that, like, my music, I do take seriously.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people that, just throw music just to throw it out there. Like, I take my music seriously. Like, you can tell me to sing outside, tell me, no, I don't need auto-tune. I don't need all these things. I just like to sing. And I want people to see that and not just be like, oh, just like we were talking about earlier. I want people to respect it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's going to be the next step into that part of the career is for people to see it. That's why we're doing like shows. I'm doing New York and I'm doing Texas. And I want people to come and see that it's completely different. Because I go to a lot of concerts and I've been invited to a lot of concerts and it's really fun. But mine are they're funny. Like literally we have a freaking blast. We'll laugh and then we'll be crying. And then if I see someone crying, I'll stop everything and start crying with them. Like it's just, but it's like a whole vibe. Like it literally feels like, when you go to like a family get together and this sounds really bad. And I'm sorry to my management. They're gonna be like, why would you say that? But when you'd go and you just do karaoke with your friends and it's just fun.
Yeah.
That's how my shows are. Like it's literally just us like just hanging out and at the meet and greets. Sometimes I'm late to the show itself because I really want to give everybody that time. And yeah, I want that to be like the next step.
Yeah. Like for that to be great. And it will. It will. And I think all good things take time. The one you get in LA, let me know.
Oh, girl, you're coming. You're already there. You're already on the list. I mean, if you want to go to New York and Texas with me, we got room.
All of a sudden, I'm booked. I'm going to Texas apparently, guys. No, but yeah, like I said, good things come with time. And I love that you said that you just want the respect for it because it's not easy. It is not. And I've seen it multiple times where it's like, and I'm just going to say, it takes your most money. It takes the most energy. It takes the most everything out of you to commit to this.
And some people want it for the wrong things too.
Yeah.
Like some people just want the fame and the money.
The fame and the money. And it's like, no. You don't realize how much it takes a long ass time to get money from doing music. And it is a commitment. Like if you're going to do it, you got to commit and like be ready because it's not just going to come like this. If you want something quick and an answer like that, go find something else because
100%. People are like, you're doing like small shows. I'm like, yeah, you start small. But if we can fill them up. And I'm weird. I like the small shows. It's
a lot of people do.
It's personal.
I've heard a lot of artists, even like Bad Bunny, he said like in this last tour, like he's like, I just want to go back to the clubs and like the small spaces.
It's fun.
Everybody has said like, it's just like, it's better when it's smaller and just feels more homey. And obviously like stadiums are great, arenas are great. And like, like I feel like that just proclaims a lot of success. I can't even picture that yet. But it's like the homey feeling, the energy, everybody all together. Like
especially when you see like familiar faces.
Exactly.
Like there's been some of the shows that I've done in the past where I recognize people that follow me. And I'm like, is that Lisa Marie?
Oh.
She's one of like my OGs. She's been there for years. And I invited her to one of my shows actually. Because I've built friendships with people that watch me, like literal friendships. And I'm like, these people live really far away. And there's been friendships that I've had in real life, like
and online,
close, that they just want something out of you. And I'm like, I've met these people online that honestly, they just want to support and they just want a friendship and someone to just talk to them. Like I FaceTime my followers all the time. My number's public.
Really? Girl, that is a risk. I could never.
Literally. And I don't know if people don't believe it, but my number's just out and about. I don't mind it.
Yeah, you love making friends.
I do. I do. And it happens from being like an only child and stuff and being alone
Yeah.
so much. I think it's cool.
They have that connection with you. We're going to go on a quick break and we'll be right back with CandyLover. All right, you guys, welcome back. Where do you see yourself, let's say, 3 years from now? Hoping. Because obviously, like, you know, Premio Juventud was like, I don't think you planned that, obviously.
No.
You didn't plan that. So it's
and
like,
everyone's like, you didn't even take another dress. I was like, no, I thought I was going to be sitting for the live stream. I didn't know. I would say performing on one of those stages.
Okay.
Because I presented, but like obviously the dream is to one day perform at one. And acting.
Oh, you want to get into acting?
I do.
Oh, okay. What kind? Like, what are we thinking?
Horror or comedy.
Really?
Don't call me no romance. I'm too toxic for that. I'll be like, director, this is a lie. This is fake.
Red flags. Okay, wow. Horror. Okay. Like, what kind of horror? What scary are you talking about?
All of it.
Really? You like that?
I love it so much. I am like the girliest person you'll ever like meet.
Uh-huh.
But a little dark.
Oh, love that. Little space.
No. I love it.
What's your favorite horror movie then?
Final Destination. Because you can't see.
I cannot stand you. I hate that movie so much.
Why? It's unpredictable.
Too
You can't.
realistic to me.
That's why. You can't escape it.
On the freeway when I'm in front of like the semi trucks or like
anything
whatever
that has
like,
a pole hanging from it, absolutely not you.
No, I cannot.
Escalators, stairs, like the ladders and stuff.
No.
Going over a bridge.
Do they ever tell you not to put your hand inside the sink?
Yeah,
drain?
and I will never. I will never. That thing can stay dirty for life. Like, absolutely not.
I'm like, my sink is flooding, but I gotta clean it. I'm like, no. The one time, imagine, I always think about the devil never sleeps. That thing can turn on magically.
100%.
No. Okay, so you want to do those movies.
Like, just, yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's unpredictable. You just never know.
I can't.
But then I do love like Ghostface and stuff like that. But I'm like, that's a person. Like, come at me.
Which comes with like a whole nother thing. You got to go to acting classes and all that stuff, right? Which is another thing to add to the schedule.
But you know what? I feel like people don't realize it, but I have a lot of bad days.
Okay.
And when I go live, I just... So I'm like, I feel like I have some experience in the acting part of it, I guess. So, I don't know. And I do a lot of like... Dude, I'm making myself sound so freaking crazy on this podcast. It's ridiculous. No. Like, I'll talk to myself and just have these scenarios where I'm acting with myself. So I'm like, this is practice.
No. You know what? Like, it makes... I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's like also when it comes to those situations, like you just can't fake the funk. Like when you said you had a panic attack, you blew up.
It went places.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom.
No, but that's just normal things. But we gotta take a step back and reanalyze and all that stuff.
But I feel like it's like my little acting classes on the side.
Yeah, for sure. You're like, if I could do this, I could do that. Yeah, I get it. I could see it.
But from watching so many movies and stuff too, like I feel like I've learned a lot of like how to act.
Yeah.
A lot of people try to overdo it to where you actually want to keep it just minimal.
You know what? As a friend and someone that has seen you for a while and has admired, obviously, your creativity and everything that you do, because I could be creative, but your creativity is a whole nother level. Your brain is working at 1,000,000 miles per hour. Like, you make something for I'm all about your red carpet looks. Whenever you do something, I'm like, there's no way this bitch is doing this. Like, she went as a hot Cheeto. Okay, queen, go off. Like,
it was
that is
fantastic. And I didn't wash the bag, so they totally smelled like it too.
No way. So you smell like a fart?
100%.
I can't, like,
that was spicy. I got a rash.
No. She's committed. She's a committed girl. You guys, please I think more than anything, if anybody's listening or watching this podcast, is learning to be kind and understanding and also appreciate the art of everything. Not just the music, because obviously that's an art in itself, but the creativity here, your hard work for your family as well. Like, it's a lot.
And a lot of people are like, oh my God, her outfit's like, it's so extra. Like I'm like, I love it.
You love the glitter. You love the glam.
Yeah, step out of your comfort zone and just do something that makes you happy that day. Like, you want to like look funky for a day, look funky for the day. Like, who cares? Like that person's going to be like, oh, well, yeah, like you look like crap. But it's like, did you enjoy it? Did you have fun? Like, who cares? It's kind of like when I was big and people were like, oh, like, why would you wear that? Like, that's so embarrassing. I'm like, because that's the body that I have today.
Yeah.
This is literally the body that I'm living in today. And I'm not getting that experience. I don't know when I'm going to have this experience again. So I'm going to enjoy the heck out of that day. Not care what I look like. My arms are jiggling. Jiggle away. Like,
and no, but I admire everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
And I'm going to be checking in on you.
You're going to be going with me certain places.
I'm going to be good in Texas. We're going to be out there. No, but I'm going to be my main thing is how you're feeling here and in here.
But wait. Right? Okay. You interviewed me. But what about you?
No. Okay. Tell me. Ask me something.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in 3 years?
3 years. Okay. Where are we in? 2024? We're in August. I want to open a nonprofit foundation, whether that be for mental health or because I recently went to Cuba and I went to donate and all that stuff, and that touched my heart. So I want to do something somewhere along those lines, giving back.
I love it.
You know, I think in these next 3 years, I want to be more laid back. Like I do want to get off the face of the internet for a little bit. Because it's been a lot. It's been a long time. And I'm getting tired. Mm-hmm. Very, very tired of just things in general. And I'm just like, this is not... I want to start thinking of a plan B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm living my plan A, but I need B, C, D. So whether that be like investing in other things, and that helps me, I want to just get off for a bit. So put myself in other businesses and step away a little bit from the internet.
And what is like your number one passion right now?
Passion right
now? One.
Ooh. My number one passion. I think taking care of myself. Okay. And that's why I'm like, I was about you. Because I stopped taking care of myself and taking care of everybody else for a long time. So I know what that is. And I would take care of people emotionally. So it's like I'm carrying the weight of other people's emotions when I'm not addressing my own. Mm-hmm. So like when you were talking about your family, I was like, that's my passion. Taking care of myself. And then like, obviously, like I said again, like the Cuba and like putting myself where things actually matter. Like changing the world. Literally, I know it sounds so cliche, but I'm really big about, making a change because, obviously we're here. Mm-hmm. What we do here, we're making a difference. But again, it's at the cost of my mental health. And so it's not changing me. It's it could make me more bitter.
Right.
And hate, certain things. So it's like, you know what? Like I want to make a change. I want to do something better. I want to be known for something other than just social media or being her daughter. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. There's just things that I feel like when you've been in this so long and as you get older, it changes.
Yeah.
And
and that's something people don't realize. Like we change, like all of us change.
Yes. And it's like forbidden.
Yeah.
God forbid we change or whatever. And it's like, no, it's like, I'm 26.
We learn.
I'm going to be getting to my 30s. I'm going to have kids. I want to get married. I want to fall in love. Like, things are moving.
I'm thinking about that too. I'm like, do I get off the birth control?
Exactly. Dynamic is changing. Life is changing. Everyone needs to move along with the change. How old are you?
I'm turning 30.
You're turning 30?
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
Look, ashes.
Oh my God. Darren, I'm sorry if you don't propose, like... You should have called me. You should have proposed here. I'm just kidding.
I'm turning 30 and I was like, I've always said, I'm like, in 5 years, we're going to, try for a kid. I think it's been 5 years.
The 5 years? The
time like in 3 and 2 more.
But, okay, so now that you're here, do you want to now or do you want to wait longer?
Now I feel like there's no way. There's no way right now. And it's more of I know the kind of mom that I'm going to be. And there's no way I can have a kid right now. Yeah. I will drop everything for my baby. I know how I am. I do it for my dogs. That's something like when I seen them, I was like, friend. I love you.
Aww.
And that's something I do a lot too. So we get like the dog beds and toys and food, and we donate to like a lot of our local rescues. For me, I would love one day to have like a dog sanctuary, like
like a big farm.
Yes.
Imagine.
Like, oh my God.
Foster care.
I seen they have one in Poland. This is so random. I'm so sorry if this podcast is boring. Like, just kick me out. Be like, bitch, leave. Like, what are you doing?
Tell me.
No, but in Poland, they have this like, it's like a rescue. But it's individual like houses that look like a real house, and they train them so that when they get adopted, they're ready. Like,
that's cute.
It's the cutest thing.
Which a lot of people don't like to do because they don't want to put the work.
No, they have like little beds, and like I'm like, it's a little house, like a real house. Like, it looks like a house with a little yard and everything for each dog. And I was like, why don't we have this here?
Yeah,
because I've had to do videos like at the Riverside shelter, because oh my God, the amount of dogs I got put down is ridiculous. And I've had to do videos, and I go in there and I just see them. And it's like,
it's everywhere. It's so sad.
So we do a lot of that. Like our local rescues, we give like the beds. I go to TJ Maxx's. They have the big ones, like the big beds, and we get those. And then City of Hope, we donate wigs too. Like I also like giving back, but I don't like posting about it because I get hate for it.
Oh my God, I know. Girl.
Life, the grass.
I know. That damn grass. How's the grass today? Is it okay?
It's painted, but it'll be fine. The gardener's coming tomorrow.
Oh my God.
It's like a beige. I painted the thing.
It looks dry. That's fine. It's summer. It's hot. The grass is dry.
Whenever you guys are having a bad day or someone's talking bad about you, just like, the grass.
The grass. Did you see Candy spray paint her grass today? Like, why would she do that? Like, bro, what the fuck? Oh my God. Whatever. Anyways, we're talking about being good people, doing good for the earth, doing good for the dogs.
I ruined it.
No. It's fine. No, but I think you live in the perfect city to be able to get like a ranch or like a big ass something.
And I have an acre. That's why I was able to do it on that piece of grass. No one walks on that grass. That grass is...
I think that'd be so cute though. I think, I just like...
I would love that. Like, I love dogs.
Oh,
I was like, there's a puppy.
I know.
Where was the puppy before?
He was upstairs, because if not, he gets too crazy and he jumps on everything, and then he likes to be nosy. You see, he just comes, be nosy, and then he left.
And he kind of like matches like the whole aesthetic.
He's like, who are you and why are you touching? Why are you in this room?
But that's a good way to judge character.
For sure.
I feel like if someone doesn't like pets, to me it's like, because pets, I feel like they're the most innocent thing. Like they love you unconditionally. Like you could be stinking and like they will just give you all this love. So I'm like, who doesn't?
Yeah, I agree. And I didn't realize that until I had my like first dog. Like, because I think dogs are like, they're cute. I just never thought like I needed one to have, you know what I mean? And then obviously I got one. I'm just like, it's different. Like you experience like, he's going to love me no matter what.
No matter what.
Like,
you're the highlight of their day.
Yes.
Every day. I saw this video the other day, and you guys probably saw it on TikTok because it went super viral. And it was like, Mom, I'm sorry that I'm so full of energy and excited when you come home. And I was like, where's my babies? Like,
I'm sorry, I was yelling at you.
Let's play. It's 3 a.m. Let's play right now. Let's go. I love it. And then there's dog people and dog owners.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm dog people.
You love them all.
If the dog touches me, I have permission to touch it back.
Oh. Well, I want to thank you, my love, because you've shared so much light and so much insight. And I love that I can have these conversations with you and touch base on facts that matter. You know what I mean? Because I think people lose insight and they forget about what it is. And again, it's not to complain. It's nothing like, no. It's just the reality of things, of what everybody goes through, and that's okay.
And just be human, be kind, and, be supportive of other people.
Yes, be supportive.
It doesn't cost anything to be nice.
No, it does not cost not one thing. Like, think twice about what you're saying. Please.
If you see all the negative in something, find the positive. Yes. Maybe point that out for once,
And, okay, your time. Please share and the boutique, the shop, everything, your Spotify, all the good things.
So my store is called Angelic's Beauty. You can find it everywhere, Angelic's Beauty. If you go and I just follow CandyLover89 because I end up posting everything on there anyway. But yeah, CandyLover89 on socials, and Spotify is CandyLover.
Oh, without the 89?
Without the 89.
Okay. CandyLover. You see, I love that name came out of being a little toxic. It benefits us sometimes, guys, okay?
It gives me like Bad Bunny vibes. CandyLover, Bad Bunny.
I know. She said
CandyLover.
I can't. Well, thank you so much for coming and sitting here and talking with me. And I loved it. And I hope you had a good time. I did, definitely. And I love you so much. And I'm going to support you. And I am cheering you on no matter what.
Thank you. Same here. Anything you need.
Yay. All right, you guys, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Please follow Candy on all her socials. Support her shop. Support her lives. Send nice comments. And go to her shows. Please, I will probably see you there. And that will be it for this episode. I will see you guys next Tuesday. Overcomfort Podcast is a production of iHeart's My Cultura podcast network.